Good morning, dear hearts. We are at lesson 134. Let me perceive forgiveness as it is. In this world of illusion, the idea of forgiveness is unknown and unfamiliar. It isn't even natural for us because in the world of illusion, in the world of the ego, we think that forgiveness is giving someone a pardon for something that they did, some huge transgression, and we don't even believe that they would deserve it because of what they did. But what this lesson tells us is that let's see forgiveness as it really is. And what forgiveness really is, it's our way to freedom. It is the gift we're giving to ourselves. It really doesn't have anything to do with what we think someone else did. What it has to do with is us recouping our peace, or maybe for the first time, finding our own peace of mind. Now, the difficulty with forgiveness in this world is that we really don't believe anyone deserves forgiveness, including ourselves. This lesson says you conceive of pardon as a vain attempt to look past what is there, to overlook the truth. See, and there's the issue. We think that in forgiveness, it's about what really happened, the truth. But what we're really forgiving are illusions to begin with. So part of that reason for seeing the illusion as true is because this is how we are again thinking about ourselves. This twisted viewpoint but reflects the hold that the idea of sin retains as yet upon your mind. As you regard yourself, if we regard ourselves as holding sin within us and guilt and judgments, within us, then I'm not going to be able to forgive anyone else because I'm not going to be able to see them as something different from what I am. If we go back to lesson 93, we learned that light and joy and peace abide in us. Light and joy and peace will not cohabitate with sin and guilt and shame. They will never be in the same place. So in learning about forgiveness, it tells us further that it is sin's unreality that makes forgiveness natural and wholly sane. It's a deep relief to those who offer it, and it's a quiet blessing where it is received. Forgiveness is this great bridge that connects and takes us across from the illusions to the truth. That is what forgiveness is. It connects. It helps us to leave the illusions and walk into what is real and what is actually true. The lesson goes on to, it's a beautiful lesson. They all are, right? The lesson goes on. I'm not going to cover all of the parts, but it says there is a simple way to find the door to true forgiveness and perceive it open wide and welcome. When we feel that we're tempted to accuse someone about something that we think they did, ask yourself, would I accuse myself of doing this? And a little later in the lesson, it says, would I condemn myself for this action? And there is the tell, okay? If I look and think that I in the past have done this same thing, did I condemn myself for that action, or did I allow it to pass? Did I basically forgive myself for doing the exact same thing? Forgiveness is, again, it's that key that's going to open up that door. It has so many wonderful components. Now, I've said many times about when we redo the lessons year after year that we'll find a line or something in them that we didn't notice before. And this still happens to me. And it talks about, in paragraph 12, about when we do forgive, okay? And it says, the ones who have forgiven, his step is light, and as he lifts his foot to stride ahead, a star is left behind to point the way to those who follow him. I don't remember seeing and reading that line, that a star is left behind. But this is what we are doing each for our brothers. That's why we are always so grateful to everyone who has come before And we are grateful for those who are yet to be here, that they will follow in the way appointed, the way of peace. This is another lesson where we get to pick someone that we have seen to been unfriendly to us. Okay, we have a grievance. Let's face it, we have a grievance, and to use them for the forgiveness practice, and the practice period is 15 minutes twice a day. Okay, and in doing that, again, it says, "And would I condemn myself?" After we picture them and review the litany of injustices, their sins as we see them, and then at the end say, "Would I condemn myself for doing this?" And then the next paragraph says, "Let him be freed from all the thoughts you had of sin in him, and now you are prepared for freedom. If you have been practicing thus far in willingness and honesty, you will begin to sense a lifting up, a lightening of weight across your chest, a deep and certain feeling of relief. The time remaining in the practice should be given to experiencing the escape from all the heavy chains you sought to lay upon your brother, but were laid upon yourself." Doing forgiveness work is a benefit to my mind. It's also a benefit to my body. I breathe easier. I don't take on more grievances. I don't look for accusations outside of me or in my brothers or anywhere. I don't look for something that of sin. I don't look to find ways to condemn myself and my brother together, because that's what I would be doing. So this is it's a beautiful lesson. We need to practice. We need to practice forgiveness, because truthfully, it is not natural to how we live our lives here in this illusion. So the more we practice, the more chains we remove from ourselves and from our brothers and from our minds. So the last line says, "No one is crucified alone, and yet no one can enter heaven by himself." So the forgiveness gets us both there together. I hope this helped. I hope you are doing these lessons and practicing. You will feel that lifting, that lightening of your mind and your body as you do. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, and please be here tomorrow. Namaste.